Hello everyone, this is Cameron Dawn and we are back at it with Beaconpines. If you remember last time, it was such a nice episode because we were finally able to see Rollo and Luca become reunited as friends, only for it to go so horribly for them to be completely frozen over. I have absolutely no idea how that happened, and it's so weird to see that his grandmother is somehow involved in this. I knew she was up to something, but it seems rather bizarre that this happened. So I don't even know what to think of it, you know? But yeah, let's just get started because I want to see how we can fix this, how we can change the outcome of this story, because it's frankly kind of crazy. So yeah, let's get started then.
We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
I guess I haven't tried... Oh, flight! Well, that's certainly different from fight. I want to try break, because I'm kind of curious what would happen, because I don't really understand how the weather affects the storyline, but let's try it. I am kind of curious. It broke.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Huh, that certainly is different from Rumble, because it sounded quite nice. So it's not a rainstorm, it's oh, so that means I can return to Rollo quickly. Sure, you can meet Rollo. You're not going home? No, I promised him that I'd tell him about...
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. Oh, 'cause this time it rained and I was stuck at the house.
Luca
Interesting.
Skulking by the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells kinda shady.
Grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. Wait, what? Oh, it opened. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. Well, this is unexpected. Oh, there's the hazmat suit guy. That's Eris Valentine. Who's that she's talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned. There's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. What the hell? Now this is what I'm talking about.
His voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything? I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. Can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face. Okay, so the Valentines hate the perennial harvest, but who is this new ally that she is with? She said is the enemy of her enemy, so I don't even know who that would be. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it is that change is painful. Huh, I was expecting shady, but that was just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of
The
this?
mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
You know what's messed up? I wonder if this is our mom. Family. Wait, is that Grandma?
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred.
Is that Gran? Oh, that's bizarre.
Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
Huh, an answer I can certainly respect. That is Gran.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rusing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
This is bizarre. Well, I guess I was somewhat close. I said maybe it was his mom, but instead it's the grandma.
Chapter 5.
But I just remembered that Mr. Noncreed said something weird about our family. So did Grandma do something to our mother as well? I don't know.
What big ears you have. Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
I have no idea what to think of this. What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure out things there. Lead the way. Well, that was kinda unexpected. I don't even know what to think of this. What if I went north? Oh, it won't even let me. Uh-oh. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course we're not worried.
Clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
We're just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely. You'll just sign here, acknowledging everything is accurate. We'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. Would you like my eternal soul as well?
Clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Haha. I hope he doesn't see us. He probably will. Also, are you working with Gran? I guess you are. I don't know. I'm not even... Should I talk to him? I guess I could. Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give him a good, hard bop right in the kisser. Oh, Gran tells me to keep away from the clipboards. That's good, that's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you'd better run along home now. Too dark outside to be wandering on your own. That would explain why Gran was also not at home that night, as you guys recall. Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you ever noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Oh, really? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam. Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, the customer is always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. I can't wait. It is a little concerning that they're all ordering the same exact thing. The answer you seek will be revealed to you in due time. Question is, the figure intoned. Are you prepared to live with the truth? Interesting. Well, we are just gonna move on. Huh. Mr. Kerr is there. What are you guys doing here?
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
It's all coming together quite nicely. Couldn't have done it without
The
you.
mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
I'm not so sure about that. Nonsense. That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Sister? Yes, she has been indisposed of late. She doesn't much like me, does she? No, that's not at all. She's just been busy. Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you passed my thanks on to her. The History Museum adds a real air of import to the whole affair. We couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines. My father was a great man. Oh, I see. You're darn tootin' he was.
Kerr locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
I mean, the entire Valentine family, present company excluded. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask away. William, why are you doing all of this? Gosh, I've never really felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party. Not just a festival, all of this. There's gotta be 100 down-under-luck towns out here. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the agriculture business? Seeds. Seeds. Yep, little bundles of potential.
With a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential there? Undoubtedly. The seeds of greatness is already under our feet. And all it needs is a little nudge. And the right leadership, of course. Good night, Mayor Valentine. You know, I just never realized that his father was, Sharper Valentine. I probably should have realized that. Alright, well, I'm just gonna leave. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So, what's your buddy Rollo like? He's Rollo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never really thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the fowl harvest. About this damn time you tell me what this fowl harvesting is. It's kind of a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Ooh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. Sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water, in the air, or the soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everybody blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. No one really knows why? Nope. I take it that Rollo's farm got the short end of the stick? Yep, for some reason their farm was hit harder than the others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since the Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative? Yeah. No, the first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels one town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. We better get going. Did they decontaminate the groundwater, or did they do something else? Mission Control, authorize on personnel. Hey Rollo, I hope you're not mad. It's not too late. About time, I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? My name is Beck. You must be Rollo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rollo waggled his head with pride.
You'll find that we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse-looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey Luca, you know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah? Well, while I was waiting, I made some— Oh yeah, he made some stuff. But it got destroyed in the storm. But this time, there is no storm. Improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. What does it do? Oh my god. Did he pull the ladder up? Okay, what is he doing now? Oh! Huh, he goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Lavish. I love that. I love it. What am I supposed to do? How do I get up there? I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Huh. Rollo. Oh. I get it now. Oops, I missed. I gotta do it again? Alright. This is kind of like the soccer ball stuff. Oh, I missed. There you go. Okay, and one more time. Oh, it's moving this time. Alright, let's see. Nice. I think that's pretty awesome. Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades of junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. Alright, well, let's get up there. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are we sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess? Oh, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So, like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe there were squatters? I don't think so, it seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You kept saying it was a man. Yeah, what if it was Gran? They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran. Oh, they had to borrow one, maybe. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Eris Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Rollo let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. Huh, so let me get this straight. There's Operation Full of Swing at the Valentine warehouse. You're almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. Then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Eris Valentine? Pretty much. Starting to think this town is kinda awesome.
Rollo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense. And so we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated our town. And our leader is your Gran and she's tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask that Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. Aha, but we saw in the other route how they said they had to borrow a new suit or something. Huh, but she definitely is hiding something. Maybe. Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know, we haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Yeah, didn't we have a dinner with you, Beck? I thought you already knew this. Oh, did you know your gran before? Not really, no. It's been years since I've seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way, but are you sure your gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying, it sounds like strange stuff has been happening ever since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family, but you're right. Luca, your gran is hiding something. And Pa always said that folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. If my gran really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now? Well, there is that one room that's locked that we haven't gone into. It's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear. We can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can always count me in. Huh, this is a lot to take in.
Secret lair.
Secret lair. Oh, we're getting to a new route. This is pretty cool. So this is actually all the time that I have for this episode. It's getting really good. I just want to know so badly what's going on. Because it's clear that his grandma is part of this, but she's definitely perhaps against the perennial harvest, maybe? It's so hard to speculate and understand what is going on. But it does seem like it's possible that the frost was definitely part of Grandma's plan, but I don't really know. Oh man, I really have no idea. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope all of you have a blessed day. Goodbye!